Dobar dan I dobrodošli. Sit down and relax as we are about to read some webtoons and manga. I recommend purchasing the official scans or translations and reading along with those open as well, for a better reading experience and to support the creators behind the works that I react to in my streams. Links are in the description. You can find me on YouTube, Twitch and Patreon, so subscribe to or follow SomeEuropeanChick if you want to read along and suggest what to read next. Now without further ado, let's read.
JUJUTSU Kaisen. Come closer. Okay. I can't believe it's been 3 weeks since I streamed JUJUTSU Kaisen. Hi Epi. Your favorite series. You like it when I go off on a series, huh? When I go off on manga. Yeah, anyway, I can't believe we're only at volume 3. And that it's been 3 weeks since I streamed it the last time. Now, one thing, 3 weeks didn't feel even a minute pass by. Same here, but I did, okay, look. I did have to rewatch my own streams at like 2 times speed, to remember what the fuck was happening. That was a week ago, or even more. And I still, I don't know if I'll remember everything, but anyway, what I want to address here right now is how in my last stream, so many people were mad at me for not getting excited at Gojo's eye reveal. Bro, what the fuck were you expecting me to do? First of all, we've seen, or like, I think it was implied, his domain expansion thing being called something infinity or whatever in volume 0, which I read first, which came out first, okay? If you've been into JUJUTSU Kaisen, you know that one came out first. That one was serialized first, so that was your first encounter with Gojo's eyes. Which, by the way, why would you get excited about that? Like, I wasn't even excited the first time I saw them. It's just eyes. Dumbass. It's just eyes. Like, he has a blindfold all the time, right? So his eyes are covered all the time. But the thing is, I expected there to be eyes where the blindfold was. And when he took it off, there were eyes. So, my expectations were met. Now, I would have been shocked, and honestly, I would have liked that better, if there were no eyes, you know? If there was just 2 black holes, it would fit his infinity domain expansion theme even more, you know? If it was just 2 black holes, just infinite blackness, right? Infinite space, 2 black holes in his eye sockets. That would have been exciting, I admit. Or I don't know, goat eyes or teeth, whatever. But they were just boring ass blue eyes. Like from the anime that I saw. In the anime scene, he had blue eyes. The most boring color you can come up with. Like, I see blue eyes every fucking day. They're nothing special. Why would I get excited about them? And his domain expansion, honestly, because I've seen the fight in Bleach with Kurotsuchi Mayuri, and I forgot the Espada's name again. The one with the pink hair. Fucking forgot it again. And there it was again. It was basically that, you know. Everything. I know it's different to you perhaps, because in that fight in Bleach, it was about. I forgot his name again. God damn. The pink-haired one. He was just experiencing things very slowly. Like, 1 second was like 1,000 years for him. He couldn't react, basically. But that one was cooler than just infinity, you know, getting closer and not being able to touch them, and things slowing down and things hitting you all at once and not at all at the same time. Okay, if you know space and like basic math, you know, because what is between 0 and 1? There's infinite decimal numbers between 0 and 1. Take that concept and put it into a power in an anime or manga. And that's the infinite domain expansion. So, yeah. And about my not getting excited about Gojo himself. Bro. Urahara Kisuke, again, from Bleach, has more charm in his small toe than Gojo in his entirety. The only thing that I find good and interesting about Gojo is the fact that he, I think at 2 points in the story so far, he has alluded to the fact that he wants to overthrow the current order of the Jujutsu High system, of the society in Jujutsu Kaisen, basically. He wants a revolution. And he is using his students, basically, that would be cool, but using like propaganda and education to make them super powerful sorcerers that he can use to fight against the upper echelon in this society there. I want to see that happen. Then he would be very interesting. But and then you would have 2 separate plots, right? You have Sukuna Ryomen's, was that his name? I forgot. Fingers that need to be consumed. And a Yuji that has to die at the end of Jujutsu Kaisen. And then you have the other plot, which is, hey, we need to kill all these bastards up there. All these powerful people that are trying to kill children and who play with people's lives however they want. And also maybe the third subplot, there's sorcerer supremacy there. Like there's sorcerer racism. Maybe get rid of that shit. What was his name? Geto. Get rid of that motherfucker. That too. Okay, there are several problems. First of all, the problem of immediate danger, which is Sukuna Ryomen? I forgot his name. The second is the entire structure of the social hierarchy there in the Jujutsu world, society. And then there's a problem of racism and discrimination. That's cool. So yeah. I would love to see, yes, Sayadaporo Glance. Yes, Glance. Yes, that's him. That's the pink-haired one in Bleach. I came here for eye candy, not reliving my childhood about math. Sorry. But yeah, that is the only thing I find interesting about Gojo. The fact that he said at 2 points in the story that he wants to kill his bosses. That is cool, but everything else is, you know, as I said, Urahara Kisuke has more charm to him than Gojo. And now, I'm going back to small Elda screen. That actually sounds cooler. Haha, yeah. I like that you compare Gojo to Urahara, even if it's to disparage him, because I think he's way more similar to Urahara than to Kakashi, who a lot of people compare him to. I haven't seen the Goodbye Eddie stream. Which one shot did you prefer between Goodbye Eddie and Look Back? I love both. Like, why is... Excuse me, but why is the Twitch chat not appearing in the video? That's kind of weird. I mean, where is the That is weird. Why that is not appearing. Anyway, it's nice hearing your in-depth thoughts on the series. I thought you hated it. Well, I mean, I can't say I love it, but if like there's these 3 promises that I was given, and basically, first of all, Yuji is gonna be a martyr because defeating Sukuna, Yoma and Sukuna, means he has to consume all fingers and then get killed at the end. This promise that he's gonna be a martyr, that one I want to see fulfilled. Second promise, get rid of the racists. Okay, that's a minor thing. Like they're made out to be these super villains, but I think they're like the least interesting thing about Jujutsu Kaisen. The more interesting thing is this systemic overturn by Gojo that has been alluded to twice so far. So these 3 promises, okay? Yuji becoming a martyr, the racists, racism in general, like this supremacy getting overthrown, but that's easy, you know, you just get rid of these few, because there's not a lot of Jujutsu sorcerers. There's just like 1 or 2 bad apples, just kill them and the entire philosophy will probably die unless they wrote a manifesto and dispersed it among a new Jujutsu sorcerer. I don't know, but get rid of these bitches. And that is this promise I don't really care about, but I guess this is what we're gonna spend most of the time with. Since we saw them at the end of Volume 2 last time. But yeah, the third one being Gojo fucking killing the bosses. Using propaganda to brainwash his own students so they can join his side, also making them super powerful so he has a chance of winning the Sorcerer War. I don't care about the Sorcerer War that Geto is planning every fucking time, like in Volume 0 and now again. I don't care about that Sorcerer War. Like, that's so dumb, in my opinion. I care about the one that Gojo has implied he's planning. Like, that's what I read, at least. I don't know about you. That's what I thought he said when he said he wants to kill his bosses, basically. Fuck me. Shouldn't have changed sides. Or am I split? Let's hope you get what you're looking for. Favorite, most interesting world from a manga? Dorohedoro. Dorohedoro. Like, no competition. Dorohedoro. But yeah, I hope I'm getting my promises too. I'd be super betrayed if I didn't get them because it was set up like this. Gege set that up. Akutami, I should say Akutami. Akutami set that up. So I want to see that fulfilled. If we're gonna go on entire tangents, I have that enough, okay? From me. I don't need that in a manga. So Volume 3, we're getting into the comic now. Just wanted to address the complaints about my lack of enthusiasm about blue eyes. I don't care. I would have been more excited if Gojo was given brown eyes, okay? That would have been more exciting and refreshing to me than fucking blue eyes. Anyway, getting into the comic now. Heart, technique, body, they're all lacking. Okay. Young Fish and Reverse Punishment? The fuck kind of title is that for a volume? Oh my god. I want to read what he wrote here in the curse box. One other thing is... Excuse me, going Big Elda again. One other thing that I find annoying in Jujutsu Kaisen is how we get information dumps. You have, I mean, Akutami said that he would explain this and that in the manga, like in the story itself. Then fucking do it. He's complaining about writing this entire explanation about this and that system of this jujutsu magic, whatever. But like, why are you complaining? You're the one doing it. You don't have to. You said you want to explain that in the story itself. I think having an organic introduction, like being led into it as a reader, that's how you do good writing. Not having information dumps, be that in the story itself, or as like extra at the end of chapters. Don't do that. Why are you complaining about it, but doing it? You don't have to. In fact, I don't want that, okay? I don't want that. If the system of curses doesn't reach me naturally, like the explanation, the entire logic behind it, if I don't understand that naturally, then you didn't do a good job of introducing the system into your story. That's just, like, again, compare Dorohedoro and their magic. Like, that is the way it's explained, it's not even fucking, there's no information dump. You're just there from the very beginning. You're thrown into this world, which is very foreign to ours, but you can follow. You can follow. It's really well done. Whereas, here, like, to me, I still don't understand the difference between hollows and curses. Except that one comes from corpses, I guess, and the other comes from bad emotions when you die, or bad emotions in general. How fears in Chainsaw Man are manifested, that makes more sense than the curses in Jujutsu Kaisen. Okay, we have fears as humans, okay? Now these fears are, they have a form and a physical body. Easy to understand. But just saying bad words at someone, or like having bad feelings about something, that birthing a monster that is sentient, like, the idea is cool. If you think about it, like, the idea is cool. I think just the execution, because they're basically treated like ghosts and monsters and whatever. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but basically the bad energy, the bad feelings, there's still bad feelings within Jujutsu Kaisen. Like, it's not just the monsters that are born from these bad feelings, but they emit these bad feelings, this jujutsu thing, whatever. They emit that, they can cancel each other out, they can, like, overpower each other, they can suck each other up. It's still a type of energy, as, I think Gojo explained it, it's still this type of energy that's there. Then what the fuck are these curses? You call one cursed energy, but the other one curses, but like, how do you, I don't understand that quite well. It takes some time to get, like, to get the logic behind the system. Like, I think now, by volume 3, I think I understand it, but still the way they were introduced wasn't really organic, wasn't really, you can't really follow that normal, and it wasn't organic. So it was just information dump after information dump after information dump, and it's still complicated to understand. And that's what I wanted to complain about. Sorry about that. I think the way hollows and fears, like devils in Chainsaw Man, how they're explained is much more normal. Like, you understand it. Fears manifested, okay. Now curses are not curses manifested, it's just bad energy manifested, and they're called curses. even though they can't curse you. Like, a curse is, you have a different idea about what curses are, and then you're using that same vocabulary in your story, but assigning totally different meanings to them. Kind of, it's hard to follow when you're just thinking with your normal definition of curses, is what I'm trying to say. It could have been done better, in my opinion, to be able to understand what curses are and how they were introduced in the story. Just another complaint. Sorry about that. And the Twitch chat is gone again. I don't know why. I don't know why that's happening. Like, sorry. Anyway, I understand your issues with the info dumps. Jujutsu Kaisen has a lot of complicated powers and a detailed power system, but Akutami doesn't always make this system entertaining to learn about. Yeah. It's well thought out, but the natural explanations within the series aren't always sufficient to fully understand it. Yes, completely agreed. Yeah, curses are kind of like a hybrid of hollows and devils. Yeah. The manga is still giving out new information on chapter 180. Oh man. I mean, maybe that's a good thing. That it's not just information dump and now you're done. It's more information dumps that are gonna follow. But yeah, anyway, I want to read what he wrote here in this box because I love seeing how his information dumps are absolutely fucking necessary if you want to understand what curses are in his story. You can't just read the manga. You absolutely need these information dumps, which is, I think that's not a good way to incorporate a power into your story, that you're reliant on information dumps that are outside of that story. Anyway, curse. Hardship, regret, shame, the misery that comes from these negative human emotions can lead humans to death. So it's still born from human death. Okay. You still need... Ah! What the fuck? How did we get to page 25? Ah! Ah! What the fuck? Go. Okay. That was insane. Great EXO. Hi. Welcome. Anyway. Okay. So you still need corpses. So basically, you need to die with regret. That will give birth to a curse. So then what's the difference between that and a hollow? Is what I'm trying to say. To me, these curses are basically just hollows. But just a tiny tweak that's different. But the difference is not really apparent. Itadori allows Ryomen Sukuna to possess his... Oh, that's not... Okay, so that's a recap. That's not explaining curses. Okay. Forget it. For real, Gege, just write a damn light novel. Yeah. Not necessarily. There are different causes to curse manifestation, see. And you don't understand that unless you read information dumps, which is... As I said, it's not really a good way to write a story and introduce these powers into a story. Just my opinion. So I have a few complaints about Akutami and his story. Chapter 17, boring. Yeah. That describes it perfectly. So far, I'm sorry, but so far I'm bored by Jujutsu Kaisen. As I said, I've been promised a lot of things. People say it's gonna get good and interesting, so I'm sticking around, but so far it's boring. Yeah. Bottom. So who's the bottom? Young fish and reverse punishment. Let's just read the chapter. Boring. Tch! Why does His face change in every fucking panel. He looks so different here. Watch the anime for this, then continue reading. No, I won't. Look, the content should be the same. A manga shouldn't be carried by its anime. What if it never got an anime? You should be able to consume the manga and already be satisfied with the manga itself. You should even dread an anime adaptation because the manga is so good you can't even imagine it in an animated form, okay? It's if you're using an anime adaptation as your crutch, it's not really, doesn't really say a lot about your work, except it's using animation as a crutch. The way the story, the content, because that should stay the same within the anime and the manga. The way that it's delivered, if the anime is superior to that, then you kind of fucked up, huh? But I want to experience Akutami's vision, how he portrayed the story, how he is trying to get his point across, because he is the creator of the story. So I want to get his view, okay, his creation into my system. I have no clue if you'll end up enjoying the series. Personally, I think a good gauge is around chapter 35, but I know for some people it only got good around chapter 70. Now that's a shame. That's a real shame. When your story is so boring, it only gets good at around chapter 70. But yeah, it really depends on who the reader or consumer is, because I understand why One Piece is celebrated and why people love it and why Oda is a fucking genius. I understand that, and I still don't vibe with One Piece. I managed to battle my way through 200 something episodes until I said, you know what, I'll drop this. I can't do this to myself. I was 16, I think. Like, no, I can't do this. It was not enjoyable for me. So, it really depends on who the consumer is. Sorry, but as someone who did the same, the manga is a fucking chore with or without the knowledge of the anime, okay? The anime is just flashy, good animation, and nice choreography. The story and substance is hardly there, okay? The anime gives you a taste of what you should expect better, and the good animation carries the boring parts until you actually get invested. Okay, I mean, if Akutami saw what I said, I think he'd have an easier time accepting my words, because I'm not describing myself as a Jujutsu Kaisen fan, whereas I think if he saw his fans saying the things you were all saying, I think that would hit harder. If his own fans are like, yeah, it's fucking boring, but the anime is good. And that's kind of sad. I feel bad for him. If Akutami's fans are like saying the things that I'm saying, but praising it. You're saying like, yeah, it's good, but, and then everything that I say, yeah, I know that's there, but it's enjoyable. Then I think Akutami would be like, oh man, my fans are assholes. Yeah, so, anyway. 200, damn, for One Piece, I think Arlong Park around chapter 100, episode 40 is an honest test of the series. Sorry. I didn't pass this test. But I want Elda to read. Oh my god, I want her to read. Woman is battling the anime, manga, author, fans all at once, and the stream barely began. Yeah, I love Jujutsu Kaisen, by the way. All criticism aside. See, this is what I mean. Fans are like, I love Jujutsu Kaisen. Yeah, it's fucking boring. Yeah, the information dumps are stupid. Yeah, it gets good only at chapter 70. Yeah, these cliches are dumb. Yeah, it's done better in Bleach. But I love Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm sorry, I love this. Like, I live for this. Yeah, keep bashing Akutami while being his fan. It's funny to me. But yeah, I understand you actually like him, or his works at least. Okay, I understand. But it's funny to me seeing his fans basically bash the series. They think they're praising it, but to me, I just see it as bashing. I love Jujutsu Kaisen, by the way, all criticisms aside. The Shibuya incident arc is literally the best new gen arc. Okay. I like the manga personally, I like some of Gege's paneling, and I like the power system a lot. That might be controversial, but I really enjoy complex power systems. Also, certain characters I executed very well. I'm sorry, but that's the maximum of praise you have. Okay. Okay. I get it. You really love Jujutsu Kaisen. A few characters are executed nicely. The paneling is okay. The system is complex. Not really explained well, but I like the complexity. One arc is kind of good. I'm sorry. I'm just bashing the fans and Akutami at the same time. Don't take me seriously. I'm just a streamer. I haven't done anything, okay? I'm just a consumer. I'm just a baby complaining about the cookie it's getting. Have you read Berserk? No, I just mention it in every fucking stream. Anyway, oh god, Jujutsu Kaisen streams are your favorite. Yeah, it's been half an hour and I haven't even started this chapter. I fucking hate myself. Sorry about that. Why would I share something like that with someone I just met? Oh yeah, I think he asked him what kind of girls he likes. It's kind of hard for a closet pervert like him to answer that. Shut up. The situation's bad enough without you complicating it. Kyoto, third year Aoi Todo. Introduction over. Now that we're friends, hurry up and answer. It can't even be a guy. Okay. At least they're open-minded about sexual preferences in Jujutsu Kaisen. Okay. A person's taste reveals everything about them. Not quite everything. I'd go through their trash to see what they're really like. Guys who have boring tastes are boring. But then what the fuck is boring to you, you know? I don't like boring guys. To me, you are boring so far. The Goodwill event gives me a rush. If my final one... Wait, what? If my final one ends up being boring, who knows what I might do? This is me being nice. Answer me now and you'll escape with just a few bumps and bruises. So tell me, Fushiguro, what type of girls do you like? If you said guys are okay too, can't you just say what type of person do you like? Like, that's more inclusive. You just said guys are okay too. Yugisaki's unarmed. We should avoid conflict. Just fucking tell him you love big butts or something. No, he said that too, right? Yeah, you can bond over that. Just say, yeah, I like big butts too. Are those summer clothes? They're annoying, but I'm jealous. Why do I have to answer? It's not a bad thing to not forgive people. Megumi, that's your way of showing kindness. I don't have a preference. As long as a person is compassionate, then I don't need anything else. Aww. So he doesn't care if it's a guy or a girl. As long as they're compassionate, he doesn't need anything else. But can you have sex with compassion? Just a question to Fushiguro. Can you fuck compassion? Is that what you're... Do you get a boner when you see someone being compassionate? Yeah, she loves that answer. That was really manly, right? He cares about what's inside, not what's on the outside or which genitals there are. Just say, not a bad answer. If you had said big boobs or something, I would have killed you myself. Why? Why, bitch? Why get offended at that? Shut it. I knew it. You're boring, Fushiguro. Agreed. Agreed. He's boring. Hello, Elda. I don't know someone asked you or not, but are you planning reacting at Kuki Fujimoto's Yoga no Nayuta? People have asked if they're... Look, this applies to every fucking thing that I read on stream. If there is an official English release, I will read it. Okay? If there is none, I will read it in my free time. But I need an official release of a work in order to read it on stream. I can't just read the fan translations. Okay? Now let's move on. Shaka. The fuck is that? You're boring. Don't say I'm boring. Yeah, I'd get a heart attack too if someone told me I'm boring. Please don't tell me I'm boring. He's really punching him because he's boring. That's dumb. Fushiguro! Ah, Fushiguro. Even though he's a genius who began school as a grade 2 sorcerer, up against a grade 1 like Todo-senpai, he's nothing but a first year. I guess I'll check to see if he's okay later. At first I thought you two looked alike, but forget that. Maki is 100 times prettier. What if I want to punch you for that preference, huh? What if I want to kill you for that preference? Maki is 100 times prettier. You getting enough sleep? I can see the pores on your face. Pores don't disappear with sleep. I know that Akutami did his best to portray a catty fight, you know, between two female characters. But that's just stupid. Maybe maybe she did 2 disses at once. You getting enough sleep? You not hiding those pores? But pores don't go away. You have pores. Everyone has pores. Some just have bigger pores than others. But you can't make the big pores go small pores. That's not possible. You can't sleep and just get your pores to contract and get smaller. Watch your mouth. Curses? Nah, I'm just gonna fucking shoot you, bitch. Try repelling this curse. Oh. Or I'll teach you this. Ooh. Okay. I thought it was about, you know, powering up and growing and your power is getting stronger with sorcery. Nah. Nah, I have a gun. This one has a grenade. There's a landmine right there. Try dodging those with your cursed energy. Oh my fucking god. That would be me. In this universe. Fuck curses. I'm gonna throw knives at you if I have to, okay? Oh, not that they're not doing that anyway. Like, they're using weapons anyway. It's weird. It's weird how that works in this comic. Maybe I'm too harsh on this comic. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm so, like, good faith with one manga, but bad faith with another. Like, I don't know why I'm so mean to Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm sorry that it happens to be Jujutsu Kaisen that I'm bullying. I knew it as soon as I saw you. This guy is definitely boring. But it's not good to judge a book by its cover, right? That's why I asked you anyway. But you trampled all over my kindness. The fuck is wrong with him? This is also something that I have to complain about. It's not necessarily just bashing Jujutsu Kaisen, it's bashing all of shonen. You're really trying hard to make quirky characters. And it shows. Like, I'm sorry, but all I see is a try-hard, quirky character. Like, he's so special. He doesn't think like everyone else. It's, we have enough of those. They don't feel organic. They don't feel natural either. I just see an author trying to come up with something fun or interesting, but super quirky that you don't see normally in the real world. But you trampled all over my kindness, and he's like crying because of that. It's... Is the inside of your head also a pineapple? Todo. Could it be that, Todo? Last year, oh my god, so much text. I like my picture books to have more picture than text. Last year, an unprecedented Jujutsu terrorist attack that came to be known as the Shinjuku Tokyo Night Parade of 100 Demons. That's a long-ass name. No one's gonna say that. Was led by the curse user Gege. 6 cursed spirits, 5 grade 1 and 1 special grade appeared on the Nightline. They were defeated by Todo single-handedly. How did a grade 1 sorcerer win against a special grade curse? I hear you refuse to use your curse technique. Oh, that's just a rumor. I used it against the special grade. He didn't bother using it against the grade 1 curses? He's a beast. Well, isn't that a relief? No. Why is he doing that? His face looks so different everywhere. There's not a consistent Fushiguro face. And Toad. The Well's Unknown Abyss. What does that mean? Oh my god! This one is clinging to his leg. That's so cute. He's disgusted. My opponent's a super close combat fighter. I'll keep my distance to nullify his strength. He's behind you, bitch. He's grabbing your waist. He's fast. Was he going easy on me earlier? Oh, there you go. Now you're both dancing. So weak, both your body and taste in women. Gurk. Fuck. Rock. Not done yet. Like I said, boring. Yeah, this chapter. But are you even trying? Don't get ahead of yourself. If that's what you're thinking, then I'll show you. Don't move. Oh no, it's him! I like his hair here better than in the first, like in volume 0. What are you doing? Ew, made it just in time. Fish flakes. Or not. Long time no see, Panda. Why couldn't you wait until the event? Now get out or I'm gonna scream. Get out or I'm gonna scream. Love that. Love that. You don't have to tell me twice. Where's my shirt? I thought he said skirt. It seems that this might not be as boring as I thought. Be sure to tell Okotsu to show up. What a pain. Me, Panda. No human speech. If you're gonna continue being a sorcerer, then you better watch who you pick fights with. Yeah, she shot her. The bitch shot the other bitch. Okay. Mai, what do you think you're doing to my errand girl? Oh, you're so worthless. I didn't notice you, Maki. Yeah, I'm sorry, but this one is prettier. And I hate her. I even like her personality better than this one. Oh no! Oh! No! Oh. Why? Why do you do this to me? Oh, oh no. No. Fuck me. Bro. Oh my fucking god. Oh. I'll spit on your grave. A little chat, smack talk. Words hurt only those who say them. Oh my fucking god. Oh. It goes without saying, but many shonen manga readers are in elementary or junior high school, so maybe that's why it's not for me, okay? It's not for me. Maybe I shouldn't read this. Then I would have less bashing about this manga that's aimed at kids. Why am I bashing a manga that's aimed at kids? I wanted to address this topic now because I don't want to limit what the characters in the manga say. Wait, what the fuck? Huh? What are you trying to say here? With the appearance of Kyoto High, there will be many instances of smack talk coming up. I apologize to everyone from Kyoto for portraying them as sort of the bad guys. I intended this to be more of a don't do this stuff at home kind of deal. You know what I'm saying? Where's the question mark? Have you ever read something mean in a manga and done it to others in real life? No. It's possible to be scarred for life after being verbally abused while in a vulnerable state. Yeah. But in Jujutsu, when fighting, the characters are trying to damage both their opponents' bodies and spirits. In that case, they wouldn't be thinking about the repercussions of what they say, would they? Ah. This entire segment. Like a disclaimer. Akutami's like, kids, I know my characters are mean, but you shouldn't imitate their behavior, okay? They're mean, and what they're doing is bad. Don't be bad kids. Okay, got it. Sorry. Sorry, I'm 26. Bodies and spirits. In that case, they wouldn't be thinking about the repercussions of what they say, would they? So don't you dare say anything mean to a girl in your class, especially about her pores, okay? My fucking god. I'm fine if you read Jujutsu and think it's boring and don't like. Okay, good. We have that out of the way. Good. You don't have anything against my bashing your work. Thanks. Wow, thank God. I can feel less bad now. But it'll make me sad if someone who hasn't even read it hates it because of the language. So, okay, if that's his only pet peeve, okay, Akutami, we can be best friends. I'm gonna keep bashing your manga. It's not just for the sake of, you know, destroying your spirit and not thinking about the repercussions, but because I have genuine pet peeves about what you're writing, okay? No offense. I'm sounding really virtuous, but I'm also guilty of saying bad things. I don't really have a right to preach, just don't think too hard about it. To the awesome people reading Jujutsu, it's tough ending up like me. Be careful. You know, I don't really vibe with that. I don't really vibe with Akutami from what we read in these little snippets here. Like, I had an issue already when he described this reason as to why he's not drawing his female characters more sturdy anymore. He changed to drawing them skinnier because he was afraid of there not being enough skinny diversity, not even diversity, just skinny representation out there. Not like we have an entire fucking beauty industry centered around being fucking skinny, and the model industry only allowing fucking skinny people, and everyone in society just glorifying skinniness, and girls already having a hard time trying to follow that beauty standard and thinking they're stumpy or ugly or fat compared to all those skinny people in I don't know, advertisement and in manga. He was worried about skinny people getting offended at seeing more strong-looking girls. Like, what the he created this entire story, like he told this entire story about his brother's wedding and him offending the bride. I don't fucking buy it, bitch. I don't buy that shit. I don't understand your brain. What? First of all, I didn't notice any difference between his characters, how they were drawn before and how they're drawn now. I didn't notice anything. But he spun this entire story, this entire reason as to why he's drawing skinny girls now. Because he's really scared of offending skinny people by drawing his established characters that are already established as stronger women, not skinny enough for them. I don't fucking buy it. And here, right now, that was also a non-issue. Like, we all know that fights are disgusting and you say disgusting things in a fight, like even kids. Not saying that a disclaimer isn't nice to have. Like saying, okay, look. I have murder in my manga. Please don't murder anyone, okay? That's bad. I'm just saying my characters do it because they're trying to hurt each other, okay? Also, I have racism in my manga. Please don't be racist. It's just to hurt other people. I have people offending, like, he's picking the least, like the most insignificant thing in his manga. The language, how they're being mean to each other. And when you read, you know they're being mean to each other on purpose. And you know, anyway, he's picking that part and making a disclaimer about it, but not about other parts, like there being murder, there being older people who are sending younger people to their deaths because of whatever. There's racism and some type of supremacy, okay? There's massacres. But the language, you know, that's what he wants his readers, the elementary school and middle school kids to know that saying mean things to each other is bad. Not like they don't hear it every fucking day from everyone. They know it's bad. They know that when a fight is happening and they're saying mean things to each other, is that it's bad. They know that. But anyway, and also ending your disclaimer with, I do that too, so maybe I'm not one to preach. Just don't take it seriously. That's not how you make a disclaimer. Not how you make a disclaimer. Be like, don't do that. I know I do that, so maybe don't take my word for it. But just wanted to say that. It's not a fucking disclaimer. That's not how you get kids to shut the fuck up. Oh my god, so many things to complain about. Anyway, I just don't vibe, I guess, with how Akutami is portraying himself with all these info cards and comments about his own comic. It doesn't really make much sense to me. It's like he's... Anyway, it all feels kind of fake to me. Like, it feels really fake to me. Just got into the stream. What is this part about? It's just me complaining. Yeah, Fushiguro versus Todo. He beats him up because of his sexual preference. You should read Doraemon after Jujutsu Kaisen to compare elementary kids manga. Anyway, yeah, I already streamed for an hour and it was just my complaining about Jujutsu Kaisen as usual. Sorry about that. But I think this is it for today. I can't handle more. Also, I need to pee, and I already told myself I would just stream for an hour each manga. I don't want to go over the time that I set for myself. So I know that this stream was a disappointment. Probably, like, you're seeing a 1 hour stream, and you're like, whoa, how many chapters did she read? Nah, she just read one and complained the entire fucking time. Sorry about that. Just wanted to get rid of that. So for the future, we can read chapters and just the chapters, okay, just all these pages without my going on an entire tangent and saying all these things as they come. I want to get rid of it at once, okay? This and this is what I'm going to complain about. This and this is what I'm dissatisfied with. This is what I don't like. So yeah, I just think a lot of things here, like about Akutami, just strike me as kind of fake. Like, he's making up all these things for, like, they're non-issues. He's making an issue out of non-issues. And I guess trying to be fun and relatable doesn't really hit home to me, at least. But maybe that's because I'm 26 and I'm not a middle school kid. So yeah, that, and as I said, curses not being properly explained and introduced. I still see just hollows in them so far. Gojo is really not that interesting, okay? I'm not gonna wet my panties because he's showing me his blue eyes, okay? And I'm not gonna have a hard-on for him because he has this domain expansion thing. It's not really that exciting. As I said, Kurotsuchi Mayuri's thing was more interesting to me than this. And Urahara is more charismatic than Gojo. These 3 promises that I mentioned, I'm looking forward to that, seeing how that's going to be executed, because that would be interesting to see in a manga that's meant for elementary and middle school kids. How are you going to incorporate this? But then again, isn't Jujutsu Kaisen released here for ages 16 and above? At least in Austria, you have a 16+ sign on the manga. So this is not for elementary and middle school kids. I'm just, I don't know why I'm so bitchy and frustrated, okay? I don't know. It's just Jujutsu Kaisen has personally offended me with its existence for some reason. I don't know why. Like, it seems like that. I really anyway, Jujutsu Kaisen takes a lot of influence from Hunter x Hunter and Bleach, if you don't know. I couldn't fucking tell. Not at all. Not at all. Hunter x Hunter? The fuck is that? Never heard of it. Not like it's an influential manga that influenced so many power systems and the entire genre of shonen out there. Bleach? The fuck? Big Three who? I don't know the Big Three. I don't know what their influence is. Not at all. Anyway, you can see all the influences, and I guess the difference between authors like, I know this is bad of me to do that because the two like each other, but the difference between Akutami and Fujimoto to me is Fujimoto takes real people, real experiences, takes history, takes social and political topics. He takes movies, maybe even books, but mainly movies, other manga, and so on as inspiration. He has so many influences, so many inspiration points that he's putting into his story. So his stories, they're just more natural and more engaging and more original to me. They're more unique to me. Whereas Akutami, you can see that his influence is just what is popular. I liked Bleach. Super popular manga. I like this part about Bleach. I like this part about Hunter x Hunter. I like this about Naruto. He's just taking manga or anime that were super hyped and that he loves, and just basically he's ingesting them and kind of mixing them up and then shitting out Jujutsu Kaisen, you know? The way he's digesting them and what comes out then out of Akutami is basically just a mixture of all these anime and manga you already know. You know, if you've been an anime fan for a longer amount of time. I know them. So we recognize the traits, we see where the influence comes from. Like, I see Bleach in this, for example. You can just, when your work is just so apparent about what the influences are, I don't think you're doing a good job of creating your own thing. That's just me. So that's the difference between Akutami and Fujimoto, is Fujimoto's influences are outside of the medium, are outside of the manga industry. And you can feel that. It feels much more human, much rawer, much more, as I said, unique too. Whereas Akutami, you can just, it's just influences from that industry and that industry alone that I see. Like, at least in Tokyo Ghoul, you had influences from literature, because the author studied literature. And you can see that influence. You can see it. Whereas with Akutami, I don't know what he studied. Did he even study anything? I don't see any influence from, like, any human influence in his works. No human influence. Nothing outside of the genre, nothing outside of the industry. It's a shame, but yeah, I think that's the difference, the main difference between the two, and why I enjoy one more than the other. Again, it's for elementary school kids, the same way Naruto is. It's not really, but they will be reading. Oh, okay. Anyway, that's just that's what my complaints boil down to. I know that Fujimoto also said that he is honored that Mappa will be animating Chainsaw Man, because Chainsaw Man is a mixture of, is just a copycat of Jujutsu Kaisen and Dorohedoro. I'm sorry, but no. I think he was just being polite. I think it was just being polite, super polite, or he was drunk or something, or had temporary amnesia and forgot what Chainsaw Man is like. But Chainsaw Man is nothing like them. Yeah, you have the originality that Dorohedoro has. I can see Kobeni being influenced by Ebisu, for example. You have likable characters, yeah. But where the fuck is the influence of Jujutsu Kaisen? I don't fucking see it. I think, yo, I don't know. But anyway, in today's news, shonen manga doing generic shonen tropes has been revealed to have taken influence from popular shonen. I got that bit. We will see in the interview stream. Yeah. Yeah, and that's just me complaining about creators within the genre itself and in the industry. So, I'm not saying Akutami is a special case and I'm just bashing him as a creator. I'm trying to criticize how generally a lot of creators in this industry are. Like, he's not a special case. He's just one of many. And the fact that I'm just reading him now, it's a coincidence. It's because it's hyped right now. So I'm trying to see what the hype is all about. And frankly, I don't get it. I don't get it because I come off of older generations of anime and manga within that same genre and that I've seen done better or more interesting, or maybe it's just because I saw them first or read them first that I like them better. But it's inevitable that I would compare these, especially if they're so obvious in what their influence is. So, again, sorry about bashing Jujutsu Kaisen so much for you Jujutsu Kaisen lovers out there. And of course, I don't want to offend Akutami. He's still a creator. And I heard that he was severely inhibited by his own editor or editors, I don't know. So he couldn't really do what he wanted to do, and that he has all this generic shit in there, but that he kind of subverts it later on. So I'm looking forward to that. Again, as I said, there's a lot of things that I am looking forward to see pan out better than what I got now. But yeah, about Akutami himself, as I said, some things that are just non-issues, just made out to be issues or whatever, it just strikes me as forced. Like all these info cards about himself and his choices and this and that, it just strikes me as really forced, kind of fake. But that's just the feeling that I get. It's just my personal opinion, and I'm no one, okay? I am no one. I'm just a nobody streamer on YouTube and Twitch, okay? I just scream my thoughts into the void. It's called punching up. Bro, if I was talking like this about a Korean creator, they would fucking sue me because I don't know why, but in Korea, everything is just defamation. Even if you criticize someone, it's just defamation. And then you have a lawsuit on your case. The fuck? So I'm glad the Japanese probably don't fucking care about that. They do care about their copyright laws when it comes to showing animated scenes in your own video. They care about that. But they don't care about their own work getting a doujin and that doujin being sold. So that's a copyright infringement, but they don't care about that. They just care if the studio just cares if you're showing like a 5-second clip of an anime in your video, and that's what they care about. So anyway, I'm just glad that I can bash people, Japanese people, on my stream without expecting a defamation lawsuit. Like I hope I didn't jinx it. I hope I didn't jinx myself right now, but yeah. More comments. I think the main influence is Denji and Aki characters being similar to Itadori and Megumi. No. Not at all. Not at all. ChainsawMan is just executed better, but Jujutsu Kaisen anime and movie is good. Again, you all think this is praise. All of you Jujutsu Kaisen fans, you think you're praising Jujutsu Kaisen, but I don't see it. I really don't see it. I don't see much similarities between those two pairs, especially Yuji and Denji. Yeah, same. I don't see anything of that. Like it's normal to have in your manga to have this trio, this friendship, you know, Harry, Ron, and Hermione, Denji, Aki, and Pawa, Sakura, Naruto, and what is he called again? Sasuke. It's typical to have a boy-girl trio of friends. And one of them is gonna be the cool, pretty boy, I guess. And the main character is gonna be the wild one. And the girl is gonna be the variation, the Joker. She can have any fucking attributes or characteristics. Just that's, I guess, where you as a mangaka will have a little bit of freedom. Just give her any fucking characteristic. There's no set characteristics for the female friend. Japanese viewers are gonna complain to Akutami, and he's gonna write a European chicken series now. Yeah. And Mikasa Armin. Yeah. It's always a boy-girl trio. Anyway, this is just my complaints, okay? Please don't fucking sue me, Akutami. A lot of people love you. Just because I don't. You don't need to send a lawyer my way, please. And also, it's not like I don't know the man. It's just the impression that I get. Okay? I don't know what the man is like. It's just the impression that I'm complaining about. The impression that I gain from all these information cards we get at the end of chapters. Jujutsu Kaisen stans often get mad when I call it edgy Naruto, but personally I don't get why, since I like both series and the influence is clearly there. Yeah. So, yeah, this is why I think Fujimoto is far better than Akutami. But I also know that Akutami is a big fan of Fujimoto's. Maybe Fujimoto, when he said Chainsaw Man was like a copy of Jujutsu Kaisen, maybe he was just trying to be polite to one of his biggest fanboys. Or he really was drunk when he said that. I don't know what the fuck got into him to make him make that kind of statement. So yeah. There was just a complaining stream with one chapter as like a side dish of this stream. Well, I hope you enjoyed yourselves. This is it for today. Please don't fucking sue me. Please don't dislike me. Please don't hate me. Please don't send me threats on, I don't know, wherever platform. Please don't think I'm ugly because I said what I said, okay? Please love me still. Alright, this is it for today. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. Next Jujutsu Kaisen stream is next Wednesday. Have a nice day, evening, or night, wherever you are. And I'm reading Golden Kamuy, which is something that I love, in 5 to 10 minutes. So see you there, hopefully, maybe. Come join. It's really so much better than Jujutsu Kaisen. Alright, bye.